naughty. If the reps are not challenging towards the end of each set, the weight is too light. Right, this shit's getting serious. Vest is coming out. Come on! But I love biting off more than I can chew. Arms are fucking burning, but that's what we want. If you are stuck with your muscle gain or your strength, this is a great way to break through them plateaus, and the method is called extended sets. And you can do it with any body part. And the first one we're going to do is for the chest. So we start with what's called a mechanical disadvantage. So the higher the gradient of the bench, the more difficult that press is going to be. So because we are hitting the chest, we are going to go high incline, 8 repetitions, followed by a 10-second break. Then we're going to go low incline, 8 reps, followed by a 10-second break. And then we're going to go to the flat. Obviously, as the gradients go down, the weight or the exercise should get easier. However, because we are pre-fatiguing the muscle on the previous rounds, it gets pretty fucking difficult towards the end. We're looking for a weight that would be a challenge for 10 to 12 reps. So warm up to that weight. And then once you've got that weight, we're gonna blast down the benches. 8, 8, 8 is 1 round. We're gonna complete 3 rounds of this extended set. Round 1. Round 1 done. 10-second break. Onto the lower gradient. Make sure you take it 10 seconds. This 10-second break is so valuable, and you understand why as soon as we get into this second round. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Seven. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Naughty. If the reps are not challenging towards the end of each set, the weight is too light. It needs to be heavy to the point where the end of each set, them last few reps are a struggle. Right, this shit's getting serious because the vest is coming out. Oof, oof. Right, here we go. So a weight that is going to offer a challenge. I've chose the 40s, probably bitten off more than I can chew, but I love biting off more than I can chew. Come on! Oh, that was tough. Probably a little bit too heavy, but we're going to give it a try. I'm also trying to control the tempo. Not too strict, but a very slow negative, a little pause, and a fast positive. If you're going to put a tempo on it, go 3, 1, 1, 1. All right, so 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, 1 second up, 1 second pause, repeat. Here we go. 7, one more. And that's how it should be. It should be a struggle towards the end of these reps. Here we go, last one. 3, 2. One more. Failure on that last one. I only got 5 reps, but that's how it should be. We're looking to be really pushing ourselves towards the end of that final extended set. If you're flying through all 3 stations and the reps are getting blasted out easy, the weight is too light. So what would normally be a working set of, let's say, 8 to 12 reps, and you're using a weight which is a challenge for them 8 to 10 reps, 3 rounds, we've gone from that weight now getting pressed or lifted for 24 reps with that little 10-second break in between. It's going to help us recover to a certain extent, but we are already fighting fatigue as we are working our way down the stations, which is meant to make it a little bit easier with either the gradient of the bench or the foot position or the grip. However, because we are pre-fatigued, it starts to get pretty fucking gnarly towards the end. If you are on a journey of physique development and looking to build strength, my one suggestion, and this is very important, maintain a level of flexibility and mobility. Throw that into your routine, because if you don't, you are going to get to a point where you are literally muscle bound. You cannot itch your back, you cannot put your socks on, and eventually that will lead to issues, possibly injuries, imbalances, and if you continue down that path, you're going to end up with some chronic problems in later life. I am the example of that very thing. I was very close to having issues with my back, with my knees, until I stopped what I was doing, had a self-analysis, and looked at the things that I was lacking, such as flexibility, mobility, and stability. So make sure you maintain them facets of your physique development and fitness components to ensure you're not encountering problems in later life. Once upon a time, that exact protocol, I was hitting them rounds with the 50-kilogram dumbbells, which is wicked. However, it was also at a point I could hardly wipe my ass, I was that stiff. The next one, we're going to hit the biceps, and we're starting with 3 different gradients of the bench. We've got a low incline, we've got a high incline, we've got an upright. The lower you are, the more of a mechanical disadvantage you have got when it comes to an incline bicep curl. That's why we start on the lowest gradient and then work our way up. We're going to start with the 10s. What I'm looking for here, every rep is controlled. I want a full extension, so I want full range of motion. And I want it to be tempo controlled as well. Ah. 10-second break. So at the bottom of the eccentric phase, I'm activating my tricep, so I'm tensing my tricep, and if I can tense my tricep, that means I've got a full extension on this bicep curl range of motion. We're going to go again. We're also keeping a supinated grip, so keeping the palms facing the front or the mirror. 7. Wow. You know what, my biceps, one of the weakest areas of my body, especially when it was coming to the physique development part. They just didn't fucking grow, and they're pretty weak compared to the rest of my body. So it was important to throw protocols like this in to shock them into growth, to shock them into development. So normally I would only throw 1, maximum 2 of these in at the beginning of my session, get the session started, pre-fatigue the muscle, and then the rest of the session is just a bit of a consolation because this is fucking intense. Today, for the viewing pleasure, I'm gonna blast my full body with the extended set method. So this is gonna well and truly wreck me. But give it a try. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. I would also like to know what sort of weight people are lifting and how you feel post these protocols. You fucker. Come on. One more. Brutal. Come on. Failure. Biceps are weak as piss. But this is the best thing to do for biceps that are weak as piss. Really push the boundaries. And this extended set is such a good method to do that. Arms are fucking burning. But that's what we want.